Hi, folks. This is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report. Well, in Messina, we just had our first big tournament of the year. It was the Phoenix Rod Tournament that's part of the FLW, Major League Fishing Organization, and we had 90 boats, and with those 90 boats, it means 180 anglers. So it was a rebirth of the energy and the activity of what had taken place last year. But I want to tell you some of the findings that I have from this tournament. Number one, the winning 5 fish were almost 6 pounds apiece. It was 28 pounds, 11 ounces. This is a gigantic winning weight, and it'll make people's eyes pop all over the country because we're talking smallmouth bass. To catch 5 smallmouth bass this time of the year, after most have spawned, this time of the year, as the water gets warmer, as the fish change their habits, this is astounding. And just if you don't know, the difference between catching a 6-pound smallmouth and if you were in the South, a 6-pound largemouth is the difference between night and day. A smallmouth fights is so much more powerful. It's so much more of a challenging battle than what you get with a 6-pound largemouth. Nothing to take away from those behemoths. But so this is one of the things that came out of this tournament. The second thing is, as tournament director, as a person that has brought these tournaments to this area, and believe me, I'm aware of the pluses and the minuses, the pros and the cons. And one of the things that's the most important to me, and I've said it over and over on this radio show, is that the protecting the resource is our number one responsibility. It's more important than bringing money to the area, is to protect the resource that is bringing money to the area. So I took a very active role in this, and I told the anglers in a pre-meeting that the one thing that I requested is that they do everything in their power to protect these fish. If you catch them, make sure the water in your live well is the right temperature. Don't have chlorine. In other words, if you put ice that's made from an ice maker with chlorinated water, that's going to poison the fish. That's not good for them. So there's so many things. And then during the tournament, every fish as it came off the stage, I stood a few feet away with a bag, with that fish, the bag of the fish that the guys bring it off. And when they bring it off the stage, there's no water in it because they're weighing it to compete. And so immediately I would hold the bag and fill it with as much water as I wanted to put in those bags to make sure that those fish would be okay until they could take them to the boat that rescues them, that takes them back out, the release boat. So this is critical. And you know, some of the anglers, oh my God, the bag is so heavy, I can't. Well, that didn't matter to me. The most important thing at this point wasn't their pleasure. They'd already had their pleasure. They'd already seen whether they're going to win money or not. At this point, my biggest concern is to protect these fish. And so after filling 180 bags with water so much that my muscles were throbbing, they were aching from 2.5 hours of doing this. But my point to all of you is you hear about the tournaments that we do, I want you to understand that we take full responsibility in every way that we can. We still can't be out there in the boat with the angler. We still are not taking the hook out of the fish's mouth. But in every way that we can, we're going to try to protect this resource so that we can continue to share it with people from all over the country and can continue to try to make the name of the North Country special when it comes to outdoor resources and outdoor sports. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report.